Hi, Alex here from Rebeloper.com, and in this plist file tutorial I will show you how to fetch, add and save new key value pairs with the help of SwiftyPlistManager. So without further ado, let's dive in and let's see how we can fetch some values. In the last video, you have seen how to get those values, and these values were unwrapped in the completion handler. Now, sometimes, and most often, not just sometimes, you would need those values outside of a completion handler. So let's do that. So I will just with the guardlet statement, I will just unwrap it. So let's say, and let's say our result equals, and that is SwiftyPlistManager dot fetch, shared dot fetch, and here we have our fetch value and 4, and what should be the string, that should be new key, and from our plist with name, and that is data plist name. Great. And now else we should return. Okay, now let's just print this out, and I will just copy this out for the brevity of this tutorial. So the value for key, new key, is result from the plist, data plist name. Okay, let's just build and run, and let's see what happens. And here we have it. The value for key, new key, is hello new value from the plist data.plist. And the awesome part is that now you can use this constant, this result, down the line. Okay, and that is how you can fetch these results instantly into a variable or a constant. Okay, next up is adding a new key value pair, and let me just go here. Let's just comment all of these out, so the log will not be as busy. So, adding new key value pairs. SwiftyPlistManager.shared.add new. Yes, we didn't cover add new. So add new, and for the value, it should be, let's say, Rebeloper value. And for the key, it should be the first key. Okay, and into the plist name, that is data plist name. Okay, and for the completion, oh, sorry about that, not there. We should go into the completion. We have an error here, and we should check if that error is not equal to nil. And if it does equal to nil, then we don't have an error, and now we should just print out and I would just add here the new key value pair, and the key is first key and the value is Rebeloper value. Inside of that is a really nice print statement. Okay, let's build and run, and let's see what happens. Okay, an action has been performed. You can check if it went okay, and here we have our first key, and it equals Rebeloper. That is great. And here we have our print statement, successfully added new key value pair. And here is our first key, and the value is Rebeloper inside the data.plist file. Good stuff here. Now, of course, you want to add new values, but you also want to save, let's say, update those values. So before we do that, let me just tell you that we can add as many types of values. Here I have an int value, a bool value, and we could add that for the second key or the third key. I will not do this for the brevity of this tutorial, but go ahead and replace this Rebeloper value and the first key with these ints and bools, and you will see the bools will be represented with 0 for false and 1 for true. Go ahead, and this is your homework for learning adding new key value pairs with the help of SwiftyPlistManager. So let's move on and update the values for our keys. And I will update the value for our first key, and that is with the save function. So SwiftyPlistManager.shared and type in save, and here we have our value, and for the key to plist with name and a completion. Okay, and I will save a new value, and I will save this string value. Okay, and for the key, and that is the first key, of course, because I want to change that, I want to update that, and into plist with name, and that is the data plist name, of course. And in the completion we have an error that we need to check out. So if error equals nil, then we should print out successfully saved. Let me just print this out and change successfully saved new key value pair, and this is for the string value. Sorry about that. For the first key, here is our string value inside of the data plist file. So let's go ahead and build and run again, and let's see if the change has been taken in effect. Okay, let me just scroll this up so you may see the code. And here we have it. Successfully saved new key value pair, first key, and it is Alex inside the data.plist file. And as you can see here, I have printed out the data plist file, and for the first key we have Alex. Of course, you may also check with the fetch function of our SwiftyPlistManager. Okay, that concludes adding new values and saving new values. And for just a little fun, let's just add and instantly save a dictionary. Okay, SwiftyPlistManager.shared, and let's say save, and the value should be this dictionary that I have created with the name and an age. Okay, here we have our dictionary, and the key should be, let's say, our fourth key. Okay, let's just put it in there, and of course it should be inside the data plist file. Okay, and here we have our completion. Let's just hit return on that. And let's check for errors. If error equals nil, then let's just print this again. Well, we will not print anything out. Okay, let's just print out. Okay, it will be printed out anyway. This SwiftyPlistManager data.plist file will be printed out. Was double equal sign. Okay, And now let's just build and run and test it out if the dictionary has been saved. Here we don't see our value. Where is our dictionary? And that is because we didn't add our dictionary. So we need to add our dictionary first. So SwiftyPlistManager shared.add new value, and that is the dictionary. And for the key, that is fourth key to plist name data plist name with a completion handler. That is the error. Here is the error, and I will just check for errors. If error equals nil, then print out dict save added. Okay, and here I will just say dict saved, or rather updated. And for that I will just change the dictionary. So inside the dictionaries, name value, or maybe the age value, I believe. Yes, the age value, we should add dict. Sorry about that. It should be, let's say, 35. 1 year older. So the original is 34, and now we want to save a new value. Of course, you need to save the whole dictionary inside our data.plist file. So here we have it. Okay. And of course, the age has been saved. And if we just scroll up a little bit at the beginning, when we added our dictionary, and then we had the age at 39. Good stuff here. And now you know how to fetch, add new key value pairs, and save / update those values in the key value pairs with the help of SwiftyPlistManager. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one, where we will remove some key value pairs and the whole structure of the data plist file and some error handling. Till then, see you in the next one. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you liked this video and want to see more, go ahead and click on the subscribe button down below. It seems to work okay, and I will see you in the next one.